up, people? Arsenal here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the video. Arsenal have beaten AC Milan 1-0. Look, it was a fantastic game of football from a perspective of Arsenal, but that penalty shootout was carnage. We ended up losing 6-5 in the penalty shootouts. Reece Nelson missed his penalty. He had his save. The AC Milan goalkeeper, I felt like he missed some outrageous saves, but Odegaard, those players that miss their penalties got to do better. As you can see there on the screen, there is my match reaction. There's the player ratings. There's the player ratings. Yeah, I honestly thought we were really good. I thought AC Milan was shocking. They were poor. They weren't good enough. They were absolutely average throughout the whole game. They didn't cause us any harm. It felt like a training session. Everybody felt fit to watch. Passing was good. Um, and I thought the youngsters were fantastic, to be honest. But the penalties that we took, we got to bury those. No, it's unfortunate that for the youngsters that missed their penalties, it is heartbreaking for them. They want to impress the sides. You know, it was unfortunate for Salman in the end to miss his penalty, but that's what happens. Like shout out Kepa Arrizabalaga who came on in the second half, who absolutely done a brilliant job in saving 3 penalties. To save 3 penalties and lose a penalty shootout, it's actually gutting. And bear in mind, he didn't even take a penalty and miss a penalty, so you gotta give credit where credit's due on that. But yeah, we win the game 1-0. Bukayo Saka with a fantastic finish. Jakub Kiwior with an electric cross. It was sensational. It was a great cross, a great finish. And it could have been 6-0. It could have been 5. It could have been 4. I thought one error, like looking at the player ratings, it was a good first showing. You know, returning to preseason, new signings, Norgard, Subimendi, Kepa, all impressing on their debuts. I'm not gonna lie, they look very sharp. They look very fit. They look raring to go against a depleted AC Milan side that have been really poor by their standards in the Serie A. They have rotated managers every few months. Their best player, Teo Hernandez, leaving. Rafael Leao wanting an exit, failed in his audition for an Arsenal move, repping a Thierry Henry shirt. It didn't look good for him. But on an Arsenal perspective, we looked very good. We looked very sharp over in Singapore. I don't know what's going on. We got some. There's a trophy lift. Yeah, we've won the game in 90 minutes, yet lost the penalty shootout. What's the fucking point? Um, I don't know whether to shamelessly celebrate that, but we moved. Like AC Milan weren't good enough. They was not good enough. A couple of players that really disappointed me in this game was Kai Havertz and Martinelli. We cannot go into the new season with Martinelli as our starting left wing. It is confirmed that Arsenal have won the Singapore Trophy. Great. We take those. We do take those. But we lost the penalty shootout. What was the point? I thought Bukayo Saka had a good game. I thought, like going into it, when you look at the player ratings, I thought Real, he didn't have any trouble in goal. Not gonna lie to you. Ben White looked brilliant with his overlapping runs. The synergy between him and Saka was class. Erdegaard was in the get. Waneri actually in the first half looked very good. Erdegaard coming on in the second half for him. It wasn't that great of a performance, but there was some good passes in there. I thought in the second half, the best player was actually Reece Nelson. Um, I thought he was very good. He looked sharp, and I really wish he realized his potential that he had all of those years ago. He has been robbed with injuries. I don't care what anyone. There's been games where he's been one of our best players, including the defeat to Brighton and the 2-1 defeat. He has been brilliant. You know that volley against Bournemouth. Every preseason he's come on, he's played well. Reece Nelson deserved that. Even last season, he showed glimpses of what he can do at Fulham, but it's just been robbed by injuries, and I think he deserves a lot better. Um, I just wanted to shout out Reece Nelson. I thought he was good. Trossard, unlucky not to score. Um, I thought he was pretty good in the game. I thought he was class. Showed glimpses of what he can do. I thought the goalkeeper, shout out their goalkeepers because they made some brilliant saves. It could have been 5-0 on another day. I'm knackered, I'm tired, I have had no sleep. But yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like I am rambling. I need to calm my emotions. Um, that's my player ratings, guys. Like as you can see onto my screen there, right there is my player ratings. Um, Zubimendi, good debut. Rice was solid. We could we need Gyökeres. We need Gyökeres to come in. Hopefully Mascara gets announced. Um, you know, so I can't be having Martinelli and Saka and all these players miss their chances. We can't keep having players that miss chances time after time. AC Milan barely threatened us. Leao was poor. Pulisic didn't show enough. Kweza when they came on didn't do enough. The whole team, the whole midfield didn't do enough. Arsenal outpowered them, overpowered them. You know, I thought Kivia was class again. We have to keep him. We got to keep him as a centre back. That you know what he deserves minutes, whether it's off the bench, first team football. He does deserve minutes. Um, Shout at him. Sinchenko, I think it's time we sell him. I don't think he had a bad game to be fair. Still very good on the board technically. It's just the wages. 200 grand a week. Can we ship him out for a good fee? I don't know. Waneri, impressive first half. He was very good. Like unlucky not to score on several occasions. He had some brilliant tricks and flicks. But yeah. Uh, Second half substitutes, Nichols, fantastic off the bench. Got a bit of flair about him. Technically gifted. He quietened down Leao's threat. So that was pretty impressive. I thought Salmon had a very good game off the bench. Fantastic debut for him. Unlucky to miss that penalty. You know, Miles and Skelly, superb, solid performance. Subimendi was class, passing exceptional, dictated the tempo of the whole game. I'm looking forward to watching him over a midfielder that has been charged. You know, it felt weird watching the game, but I didn't really think about that. Now I've been reminded of it by myself. We just got to move on from it. No, we can't move on from it until that court date is settled. Until that day is settled, because Arsenal have some explaining to do. But yeah, Dalman, class. Unlucky not to score on a couple of occasions. Trossard, very good. Unlucky not to score himself. Forced the goalkeeper to a few good saves. Reece Nelson, sensational. Unlucky not to score his penalty. But that's all I've got to say, man. Hopefully, Gyökeres um, the deal gets announced. It is a pre-season friendly, but we do look sharp. In a bit, people. What am I talking about? Hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. If you're new, yeah, yeah, people. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. In a bit, people. In a bit, I'm out. I forgot to hit record on here.